this is your weekly oracle card reading for December the 23rd through the 29th, I think, through next Sunday. Yep, the 29th. So we're almost out of this year, this month. Are you guys super excited? So for this week, we're going to get some spirit messages using the spirit messages oracle deck for our reading. Our stones are hearts are gold stone. We have black snowflake obsidian, and this is a jasper stone. It almost looks like a bloodstone, that type of jasper. So not quite sure. I know it's a jasper, and it almost reminds me of a bloodstone. So I have one in my truck, for protection, of course. So, and a little pouch with some other stones. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's what it is. But let's just dive right on in. Ring the bell, asking my spirit team step forward and assist me. I hope everyone out there is having a love this video. Cards. See what beautiful messages are one fire and come through. First one, we'll put our beautiful gold stone there. A jasper. And our snowflake obsidian. Oh, the last one. So just take a deep breath. Let your intuition guide you. Choose a card and we'll get started. Okay, we're ready. Let's start with our first one. Again, our goldstone card, heart. It is study. This is what you got for. You chose this one as study. Let me get the glare off. There's a lot of books and butterflies. The color blue. Spirit has a special way of letting you know that it's time to study again. From time to time, it's important to go back and learn, whether that's learning old things in a new way or learning something totally new. This is an opportunity to expand your mind. Let's see what the book has to say about study. Let's hope this is in alphabetical order. Number. So this card, yes, it's time to commit to a period of new learning and study. Spirit is telling you how vital it is to never stop growing and challenging yourself. Throughout life, your ability and desire towards a goal will only expand your mind and consciousness, but also help you grow as an individual. New learning and study comes in many forms and ways. For example, you may want to enroll in an evening course or take time out of your busy schedule to attend a full week's workshop, whether it's something purely practical or more spiritual. This card is Spirit's way of saying the moment is here and you are ready to expand your mind. So whether it's a book you've been meaning to study or a class you've always wanted to go to, start today and take this card as a confirmation that the timing is right. Then watch the ways in which your life changes and grows with new learning. By expanding your mind, a whole new direction or path may unfold with endless opportunities. So if you've been feeling like you need to take a course or just take a class or go to a spiritual retreat or read a book on something or something you've always wanted to learn or do it, because it's going to open up new opportunities for you. It's going to expand your mind, open up these doors and opportunities that will come in and bring you possibly a new way of living, guys. So when you have that feeling or are being called to do something like that, do it. So let's move on to our Jasper. Sabotage. Well, don't we all know that one so well? At some point in our life. You learn to get out of your own way, there will be no stopping you. Most of the time, it is not others who prevent you from achieving your goals. It's that inner voice that derails the most carefully woven plans. Isn't that so true? It's the lies we tell ourselves. One day I hope to write a book called that, The Lies We Tell Ourselves. Says taking care and loving yourself is not a sign of being selfish, but one of a necessity. This card, sorry, that's the wrong one. I just jumped on self love. All right. This card is showing you everything that you can be, but it's also reminding you of that you're your own worst enemy, yourself. This is a time to confront your fears and purge them from your psyche by having a positive conversation with yourself. Yet before you can do that, you have to recognize and acknowledge the signs and symptoms of self-sabotage. Whether you're considering a new relationship, changing jobs, moving house, or any other major change, it is easy to allow that inner dialogue of doubt to creep in and convince you that you're not good enough or that new person isn't right for you, and million reasons to justify and sabotage the outcome. Next time you're confronted with these doubts, stop for a moment and step aside, so you can have your own dialogue with those voices. It's time for you to stop believing in why you can as opposed to why you can't. Just remember you do matter. And once you believe in yourself, you'll be surprised how others start believing in you more. Oh man, does this card not relate to there's got to be some point in time in your life where you have thought those thoughts come across your mind where you're thinking, you man, you're too old. You're not old. You're old, too old to start over. You're don't have enough money right now to do this particular thing, or you're never going to do this, or those the lies that we tell ourselves, or we self-sabotage ourselves. Oh, I can count the many ways that has come up. Well, next time you have those shitty negative thoughts that come in your head that try to self-sabotage you and stop you from moving towards your dreams and goals, have a little conversation with them thoughts. Step aside, say, hold up, wait a minute, use positive affirmations. Come back with a positive thought. Tell them to really to fuck off. Deal with those stuff and see how fast those don't disappear and leave. Yeah, just try it. Next time you're having some self sabotage and those negative thoughts, reinforce it with something positive. I don't care if you speak the word spirit or angels and just keep repeating it, or come back and say, no, I am. If they tell you you're not pretty enough, oh, yes, I am. I'm beautiful and I love myself. Just reinforce it with something positive and watch how fast those thoughts stop. Now let's go to our black snowflake obsidian, and it is listen. It says you have to be willing to listen if you really want to understand someone. Now is not the time to be offering advice, but to be a compassionate listener. To listen fully and intently means to pay attention, not to what's just being said, but to what lies beneath the words. So let's see what the listener card is all about. We've heard and listened to your requests in the past, so we're bringing this card to you because someone around you needs to be heard now. They're not seeking advice, but they really need to express themselves about how they're feeling and what's going on in their life. What they're seeking is an open, compassionate, and non-judgmental listener. When you're engaged in conversations, there is an even energy exchange where both parties can benefit. Those who are talking express what they're feeling, and just by the process of talking, they will often solve the problem or issue by themselves. Being present and listening to someone who needs your full attention will, in some cases, bring you the answers that you seek, that you're seeking within yourself. So it's kind of like benefiting both of you. Say someone really wants to talk. Can you just be a compassionate listener without being judgmental and just listening to what they say, but really listening? Unless they asked your opinion, that's a different story. They asked your opinion, yes, you can give them your opinion, but most of the time, most people just want cry on or just someone to listen to them, to understand where they're coming from. So, can you do that? Can you be that friend? Can you be that beloved friend? Can you be non-judgmental what they're about to tell you, and just have an open mind and just be there to kind of for their shoulder, someone to lean on. I mean, we all need that at some times, just to get our frustrations out, just to get, what's on our mind um, out to somebody, just for somebody to listen. We all have those times. So there may be someone that's coming up in your life soon that may just want to talk. So just be there to listen, okay? And try not to judge. All right, guys, that is your weekly reading. We will definitely going to have a longer reading as we go into the new year, because I'm going to be using probably a different deck by let's see who this is by. It is by Alana Fairchild. I don't know which one of her decks I'm going to use. But will be more in-depth reading. Again, I hope to see you guys on January the 9th. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, season greetings to you all. I will see you soon. Blessings, my friends, and namaste.